Hello everyone, welcome to a Trundle gameplay guide, and I'll be showing you basically the strengths of Trundle and how to abuse it. And essentially, Trundle is very good at 1v1ing, ganking, small skirmishes, good mobility with W, and good at invading. I will highlight all of these things in the current game I'll be playing, and basically, well, the weaknesses are get kite easily, weakened teamfights, and small skirmishes. So now we have officially started the game. This is like a gold platinum elo, so I would highly recommend you to play Trundle, especially in the lower elos, especially below diamond. I think it's very good. It is good as well in the higher elos. However, I would say that it depends a bit on the draft. Okay, so anyway, let's take a look at this game, and these are the runes that I have. I went PTA, Triumph, Alacrity into Coup de Grace because, well, why PTA you might wonder? Simply because the enemy team is a bit squishy, and I don't think I'll be hitting the enemy team a lot consistently, which is why I went PTA instead of Little Tempo. Little Tempo if I play against very beefy champions, but usually if that's not the case, then I prefer PTA. And why approach velocity? Simply because if you slow someone, you can see that it increases your move speed on them by 15%, and one of Trundle weaknesses is that you get kited easily. So by me simply being able to go approach velocity, the ganks are better. So let's just take a look at Trundle and see what I can do. So remember how I said this champion is good at invading? My champion beats Xin Zhao. Like, I beat the F out of him. So what am I doing right now? I am planning to full clear into bot side. However, what you want to be doing right now as you path into bot side is punish the enemy jungler. When I say punish the enemy jungler, I mean the following. If you do full clear, top to bot, and let's say he's starting top side as well, what you can do is invade him level 3. That is what I plan to do. So look what I'm about to do. I do my golems here. After I do my golems, I will then look to go to his camps in the bot side. So as you can see, he probably started a blue buff. So because he started blue buff, right, he's pathing into bot side. So before you invade, of course, general rule, make sure to look at mid lane and look at bot lane. So okay, you can see here, he actually started in bot side. This is something you could do in Trundle as well, okay? You could invade his top side. So look right now. You see his HP. He's half HP. With Trundle especially, you can easily look to invade them. So look what I'm about to do. I put a ward here. Now I just wait here. The moment he uses spells on the wolves, that's when you can jump on him. So I'm waiting. So now he has no more knockup. Now you can jump on him. No more spells. And of course you want to pillar him on the choke point. So right now in this choke point, he couldn't really walk. And because of that, I kill him. But you can see here that by having a ward level 1 and you abuse Trundle level 3 item power spike, you easily kill the enemy team. And a lot of junglers don't think about them getting invaded and then they die. So try to abuse your level 3 strength if you can, because this champion is super strong 1v1 and it beats almost everyone besides Warwick. Everyone else he beats the fuck out of them. So now of course, if you play Trundle as well, this is just jungle fundamentals. It's something I explain in my course as well. As I take his top side here, Xin Zhao right now has tempo over me, which means he could maybe look to invade my bot side. Because of that, I plan to rush there, make sure he cannot take it, and just defend my camps. I literally just got a kill right now, so as long as he cannot take my bot side, I'm a happy man. So I don't think he's actually here. I mean, it would be kind of crazy if he's actually invading me. So right now, I call him homeless, which means that he can't really do anything. Oh, he's actually here. What the fuck? He's actually here. Okay. What's up, bro? So try to pillar always in choke point. You see now? His walk awkwardly around, and now he's dead. And this one big fundamental tip. Base instantly. Why am I basing instantly here? Because I have 1.5k gold and I want to play bot side. Because I want to play in the bot side, I'm gonna clear top the bot. One thing as well, try to go sweeper on Trundle after your first base, because right now, if you clear top the bot, Trundle is a champion that cannot really dash over walls, because it cannot dash over walls. If enemy laners are putting down wards, you have no choice but to clear the wards and then leave. That's why I would recommend you to go sweeper after first base, like always do it. And then you can easier look for ganks, or look easier for plays basically. So right now I am just buffing bot side, and of course, as I created a significant advantage, I could look for invade, but I want to keep it simple. I just want to show you a level 3 invade on what to do. If you have a ward, you see enemy jungler ganking, don't match him. Finish your full clear, and then look for a play. Of course, if they overchase, you could look for something, otherwise don't. Okay, you see Sins out here in the top side. I'm gonna fight him. Why can I fight him here? Because, well, my champ's pretty OP. But then again, Kai'Sa can hit me, so I have to be slightly careful. But right now, what ends up happening is that Kai'Sa's super low. He needs the base. And because Kai'Sa needs the base, I should be able to invade him. I can pillar him. Oh, that's very close. Okay, here, instead of me invading his bot side, I could have as well invaded his top side. But it's not too late yet. I can still do it. So I'm gonna take his top side here. And one thing as well, right? If you invade his top side, you see, he was very low HP from the previous skirmish. And because he's very low, and because my mid laner is crashing the wave, enemy Kai'Sa cannot move to me. And because enemy Kai'Sa cannot move to me, I can easily take his camps here. So I'll take the Gromp. And after I take the Gromp, what's my game plan? My game plan is the following, which is that I would love to invade his bot side, if possible. Because now I'm level 6 against level 4. Which means I am so much stronger than him. So if he looks for anything, I'll be able to beat him up. Before that, let's look for a mid lane gank. If you cannot get anything, that is completely fine. One thing if you invade, make sure to ping your laners in their face. And then invade. Small, big tip I would say. Pull the camp in the bush. Oh, you see how my bot is getting ganked? I think I should be able to make it on time. Maybe. Never mind. I'm waiting for my Aurora here, you see? Once my Aurora comes closer, that's when I go for him. Okay, well, I guess I'm ulting here. And now cook him. So basically my ultimate saved me there, and now they got cooked. So okay, I just killed him. First thing I do, instantly base. If I could take his red buff and screw my tempo, don't do it. If you have a lot of gold, which I do, just base, spend your gold, and then clear top to bot. As well, you can see I am not buying Sheen. Why am I not buying Sheen? Because HP on Trundle is so much more valuable than Sheen. Because by you having HP, it, well, allows you to win every single 1v1 and even 2v1 by being a bit tankier. Because, well, look, your ultimate, right, it gives you some extra healing. And by you buying HP as well, trust me, if you take the attack damage, which is, how much? 15 attack damage? And you have more HP, you're even more OP. If I could buy, let's say, Sheen plus a Ruby Crystal, sure, but HP is very OP on Trundle. So, generally speaking, item-wise, try to buy this item if you can, and buy Ruby Crystal. The moment you have the Heartbound X and the Ruby Crystal, you are pretty OP. But you can see here, even though I get a kill, I am not invading. I invade when I have a good opportunity to do so, but after I make a play, I don't invade anymore. I simply wait for the next best possible opportunity, and I continue my full clear. Here as well, you could see that the Grubbies are up. I am not even going for it. I am just full clearing, top to bot, and if there's any play on mid and bot, I would go for it. Small thing here as well, you see, instead of like attacking it, I Q it. Try to be as efficient as possible with your cooldowns. Okay, so now of course, after I finish my Gromp, I will look to the blue. And because Xin Zhao is top side, just ping top lane to be careful. And get objectives in the bot side. So, look, I'm playing Trundle and see the bot lane. Look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move bot side, and well, they're all inning, so... I sweep here. I don't clear the ward because I'm behind them. You see how I click as well? I click behind them. And then, look, you want to hit, move. Very important. So this is called spacing, right? Every single time you hit your opponent, you should be aware of when you can hit, move. So, I mean, I will do the Drake here, because, well, it's free. But pay attention to the following, okay? I'll highlight on the Drake. You see right here, knowing when you can hit and move is very important, because most of the times, you're chasing the opponent, right? So knowing exactly when you can hit and move is very crucial. Alright, so now I've got Triforce. And because I've got Triforce, I'll show you guys a very crucial tip that is super, super OP. And just trust me, if you know how to do this, it's GG well played. So, do you see here how I basically clear top to bot? Where do I want to play? I want to play bot side, right? Because I want to play bot side. Look what I'm doing right now. Okay, well, I don't know why this guy's top side, but... Anyway, take a look what I'm doing right now. His bot side is spawning. For some reason, Xin Zhao is pushing top side. And it seems like it's a classic gold flame. And it seems like enemy jungler is mentally boom. But my point here is that if Xin Zhao actually based, I could have cheesed in his bush here. And I could have killed him. But now, well, he trolled on top lane, and I just take his bot side camps for free. Oh, you see bot lane? I mean, here I'm skipping my camps, because if you look bot lane, and because I was in the bot side here, right? Look, I'm at the right place, at the right time, and I killed him. I smite him, Q. Simply because I wanted to invade this bot side, knowing I want to play in the bot lane. I was at the right place at the right time, and just saying, look, he has one item, I have one item. He has no chance of beating me. I just ult him, and I just slap him. I wait for my Q, you see? Okay, he's not trolling. But you can see here that my champion hard beats him 1v1. And he cannot do anything about it. Well, I should be fine here though. And now bounce. But you can clearly see by understanding when to invade as well, it makes your life a lot easier. Okay, so now basically, what will I do? Full clear. So this is how you want to play Trundle a bit. Abuse your strengths when you can invade him. And make sure that you have decent base timers. And if you do so, you are hard chilling. Like, not a lot of people abuse Trundle strength, which is, well, invading, right? And if you know how to do so, you can create insane advantages. Even right now, right? His red buff is spawning around 50 seconds, I believe. And because his red buff is spawning in 50 seconds, I plan to base, invade his bot side. I'll just build it here and continue my farm. So look, instead of me doing golems, I plan to invade his red buff. It's the same. I could take golems, but instead, why would I not just take his red buff, right? It's literally the same. So now I go straight into his red buff, and if he's there, I kill him. If not, if their bot lane plays aggressive, I kill them. So despite my bot lane actually losing in terms of items, it's still good for me to go bot lane. Because in the end, I want my Jinx Lulu to be strong. So look, now as well, instead of me being in top side, I'm in the bot side. And if there's any fight, okay, I think this guy's mad. I think enemy team is not too happy here. But regardless of that, if Xin Zhao was here alone, which he should have been, I would just take his bot side here. And because I would just take his bot side here, I would probably just kill him. And look, once more, his bot lane here is playing aggressive. Despite my bot lane being 0-4, you see, me being an enemy bot side, being at the right place at the right time, allows me to kill them. So now I press W, pillar. Kill him. and I kill him as well. You see, by me not taking my top side, once again, by me simply invading, I'm at the right place at the right time to punish the bot lane, and now I'm 10-0 on Trundle. So by me simply invading Xin Zhao level 3 in early game, then after I make a play, I just full cleared, and then I look to invade his bot side. And because I did so, the enemy team got super cooked. And now, of course, Drake is spawning in 30 seconds. Because Drake is spawning in 30 seconds, this is just a fundamental, but generally speaking, before Drake's, make sure to full clear your camps, and then go for the objective. So right now, that's what I'm doing. Because I'm fully aware enemy team cannot get the Drake anyway, I'm taking all my camps, and then I go for the Drake. Oh, you see this guy on top lane? Let me collect the free kill real quick. Always alt tech Q. And of course hair base. I am not taking the top farm. I just take the XP. Okay, actually I'm not even in range for XP. Actually I am. But yeah. The main reason why I don't want to go for top lane farm is because as Trundle, it's very important to keep your tempo and have high tempo. If you have high tempo, well, you're at the right place at the right time and get free kills. So even though the enemy team at this point is trolling a little bit, they were tryharding up till a point, but then they're just getting omega cooked. And I just really want to highlight, when you know when to invade, you create so many more opportunities. Look here. I ult first, pillar him so he can't run away, and then he dies. So always try to ult first if possible, because your ult reduces their armor and magic resist. So 1v1ing them is super easy. So I will now do the Drake. And after I take the Drake, I will play for the Herald. Okay. So I will do now the Herald, as you can see. So one thing on Trundle you cannot do. Let's say even if Vayne's alone, don't just run a champion down. Right now I can run them down. And one thing as well, these champions like Thresh, they have like ability like Hook. Oh, wait, actually I trolled there. Should have died, but all good. What I want to say is that try to dodge the hook if possible, and then go for the fight. And you see once again, I'm in enemy jungle. Always alt that Q if possible. And pillar always on the choke point. You saw the choke point? Like one very big tip on Trundle advice I have is that if you throw a pillar, I'll show you soon. Because especially if people hook walls, they're screwed. But let's say someone's like walking here on the edge trying to run away. Try to, you see the radar, right? Don't put it like here. Put it like a little bit here. So that way they have to run all the way around. People can't cross this, you see? So remember, there's still like a radius. And if you know exactly, well, how big the radius is, it's very easy to cut people off. So maybe this Thresh is gonna troll. Let's take a look. Okay, run Thresh. Oh, you see Thresh right here? Oh, this is a bad fight, by the way, but I might be cooked here. Well, I'm not cooked here. Goodbye. But yeah, you get the idea what I was trying to explain with the pillar. Like, it's very crucial you actually aim the skill shot. Yes, it's a skill shot. So let's say this wall, someone's running away. Don't put it here. Actually, even this works, by the way. Because the hitbox is a bit bugged. You see, like, even the hitbox showed that it wasn't exactly on the wall. It's actually a little bit more than that. So depending on the champion size, some champions actually cannot fit. So that's important to understand. So look, my character isn't that big. It's quite big, right? But let's say Yordles. I think Yordles can pass here. But I think Trundle... Look, even this... Look, even this I think barely fits. If you look at my character size, right? Let's do this, okay? I think this barely fits, probably. Okay, but this fits, you see? Oh, wait. Okay, it's awkward, what the fuck? But anyway, you see what I mean. Depending on how big the character is, you can or cannot pass it. So try to aim that properly. I'll also go Thornbull next. Anyway, so I will now just snowball the game and end the game, because this game I can finish it the game quite fast. So I'll show you now a bit how to snowball, okay? Because right now the enemy team is playing to defend, but I will show you how to close out games fast so you can get LP faster. So, well, as you can see, the Rift Herald is alive, so I wanna play for that. And I will play for Rift Herald. As I do Rift Herald, make sure to ping your laners to not fight. This is the only timer where I cannot help my laners. So I'm not even gonna drop the Herald. I will just ping my laners, back off. If they die, they die. It is what it is. After I take the Herald, I will evaluate the situation and then see if I can do something. Now I'm gonna move here. Okay. And now they get cooked as well here. And now I can get the objectives here. So of course, now because we take the Otacon, what's next objective? So if you want to snowball, try to think about the next objective you want to play for. And because the Otacon is up, well, I take the Otacon. What's next after Otacon? It's a base, because look at my gold. I have 1.6k gold, so I have enough gold to get my item bar spike. Because I have enough gold to get my item bar spike, I am gonna do so. And I will now look to buy... And also the enemy team's a lot of on hits, so... I'll go Frozen Heart. So now I'll base. I've now spent my gold. So now, if there's any fight, I will go for a fight. However, before the Drake, I try to do as many camps as I can take. And then, I go for the objective. So you see this wave right here. Instead of starting the Drake right now, if it's up, don't do that. Hover mid lane first, see if there's any fight, join the fight, and then you wanna do whatever. So look at Trundle right here. Fights generally speaking, okay look, I pillar him here, he's cooked. But I mean actually, in fights generally speaking, I couldn't really show you there. But on Trundle, what you really wanna do is, I'll chase this guy, is kite out sometimes. So one thing with Trundle as well, pay attention, okay? This is just spacing. This is something that you have to master. Look, you can Q first if you want, but hit move, hit move. This is very crucial. Oh. So one thing, look at the pillar here. Whoop. And then he's just dead. But yeah, just understanding spacing a little bit, when you can hit move, and how fast you can hit move, is very crucial. Especially if you're like in the lower elos, it might be a bit more difficult, but it is something you want to master. And now of course, well, the enemy team is getting cooked, and then GG well played. And trust me, the only reason enemy team is rage quitting like this is because I invaded them, and then GG well played. But yeah, that's kind of how you want to play Trundle. And you can see that I abused my 1v1 strength. It's good at ganking if you come from behind. And small skirmishes, pretty good. And you're good at invading. We didn't really get to team fights. However, if you abuse Trundle's strengths, trust me, you will cook the enemy team omega hard. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. We are playing in a full diamond game, as you can see, and we're playing Trundle. This is the second game I'm playing Trundle, and I'll show you exactly the same strengths and weaknesses. I'll be showing you the, well, you know, the small skirmishes, the good mobility W, good at invading. I'll be showing you basically how to 1v9 on Trundle, and even in Diamond Elo, same shit, okay? I'm gonna do exactly the same shit as I did in lower Elo, okay? I'm playing against Pantheon, and I'm playing Trundle. So, how do I cook the opponent? I'll be showing you how to cook the opponent with a level 3 invade again. If the opponent wants to counter my level 3 invade, and let's say if he's playing properly, he should look to skip his camp. But let's see if he does that. I will simply take 3 camps, I'll invade him, and I'll cook him up. You'll see what I'll do. So basically this is a game where I have Garen against Singed, I have Katrina against Ryze, which means I have mid lane priority, and they have Zeri Morgana, which means they have bot lane priority. I'm gonna do exactly the same thing, which is starting top side, and then I'll invade his top side. But I need my Ryze to put down a ward on enemy Raptor. Ryze. Look, I'm basically writing if he can ward enemy Raptor. It's Kirei. What the fuck, he knows me. Okay, here's the thing. I'm recording this off stream, but I'll tell him. Yeah.
I'm not ugly, but they're about to be.
Well, little does he know what I'm about to do to him. Little does he know. Anyway, right now, like I said, I want to do my toxic camps and invade him, but for some fucking reason, their entire family was here, so because of that, I can't actually invade him. So instead, I will just late invade his bot side and fuck him up. And our level 1 should be stronger because anyone we hook is gonna die. I'm just gonna ping on the way here because I might need some help maybe, but it seems like I'm Gucci. Okay, anyway, as you can see, the enemies probably started top side somewhere. So if you play Trundle, remember you are super OP at 1v1. However, right now there's not much business for me, right? All I can do is just clear the camps here and yeah, play bot side. And of course, if I ping my bot lane here, play careful, I can gank them. Remember, Trundle is one of the champions that has actually quite good ganks. So as long as you ping your teammates, don't push here, and you tell them what you're gonna do, which is I'm gonna take golems into bot side, we good. One small thing, you see, you can kite a small golem, so you don't take damage. That's one thing you wanna be doing. So I'm hitting them, and now I'll gank their bot lane from behind. And I haven't seen them put out any wards, so right now... yeah, but this is probably hard to gank. And I don't think I'm doing too much here. I should be good here, I think. Oh. Okay, that was kinda troll. I just died like an Omega Piggy there, but no problem. Honestly, even if I died like a piggy here, I can just show you how to come back from behind. Like I said, I died like a complete piggy here. I did not have to die here at all. But I was like, you know what? It's fine. I'll die one time, but in return, I'll take their lives. So one thing with Trundle Pillar as well, right? Hold up. You wanna pillar him in his choke point. To this choke point, he cannot move. But of course, their mid laner and top laner is moving to me, so I'm gonna respect the fact that their laners are here and play safe. Okay, I can't really chase them. My Garen should be good here though. I'm not killing this guy. Well, at least their top lane wave is kinda bad. It's bouncing towards us. But anyway. So right now I died like a piggy, one death. However, that is completely fine. Even though I died like a complete piggy, Trundle strengths, it doesn't matter. This can happen to you as well. So as I died here, right? What will I do now? I will simply path into bot side. And then I will look to take my camps. And of course, remember, my champion is very strong at invading. So if my laners are winning, I could easily look for an invade. You see top lane wave? Well, this guy flashed in. So as long as my Garen doesn't die very soon, I can kill the Singed here. So look, I'm pinging him to be careful. And one thing with Trundle is important is spacing, right? And look at my pillar as well. I'm holding my pillar. You see how I hit move, hit move? It's very important you know your attack speed when you can hit move, hit move. If you don't know that, Trundle is not it for you, but it's something you can practice. Anyway, right now I will simply take the golems here. After I take the golems, I will look for a base. Why is that? My camps are super far away, and you wanna base, generally speaking, if your camps are far away and you have a lot of gold, which is the case in my situation. So, what am I planning to do right now? I go sweeper, and after I go sweeper, oh well, you can clearly see this guy is invading me, but very risky, I would say. And this guy is, yeah, pretty cooked here, I think. So one thing with pillar, try the pillar always, and make him stuck. You see how he can't move anymore? You need to know exactly the pillar range. This is something explained in low elo as well, which is the following. The pillar, you always hold that food. The pillar is like, you see this circle here? On the small circle, if let's say a champion is here, put it like here, you know? So that way they can't cross. And then it's so awkward for them to walk away. So it's actually a skill shot you have to place properly. If you don't do that, yeah, not that nice. Anyway, the enemy joiner started top side, okay? Like I said, Trundle is one of those champions that's actually really strong at invading. So one thing, oh, he took my camp. No problem. One thing you should look to do if possible, one level extra, it matters a lot. So instead of me going for invade right now, I'll try to get level 5. And just because I'm level 5, if I'm level 5 against level 4, it's a crazy difference. My Q deals 20 extra damage. Look, I have 940 HP. Instead of 940 HP, I'll have like 1k each something. Look, 100 extra HP. Like stats wise, it's overpowered to get levels. So if you can, you should do so. So look, now I'm gonna go for invade. The same thing with the pillar. Slowed. Then I got stabbed there, but no problem. The enemy team is getting omega cooked here. But you can see I have lane priority here, and obviously my champ is super OP at skirmishing, so look to skirmish. One recommendation of items is that, look, I could buy this, but this is like very risky. In my opinion, if you play Trundle, Trundle is one of the champs where if you have HP, you beat everyone. If you have Sheen and Longsword, trust me, you already have enough damage and you don't really need that. So don't do that. Anyway, so right now, what is my game plan? I'm taking the golems here. After I take the golems, I want to invade and take skirmishes. This champion, ideally, you know, if you can, you should look to invade if possible. You see how top lane pinging help? Continue your clear. Press tab. Mid ball lane winning. And just take your camps. Whatever happens top lane, whatever happens. Just continue your clear. Right now I don't really want to go top side. I just want to play mid and bot. So I'll take my camps, and if he goes for grubbies, I will look to invade his bot side. Remember, you want to force skirmishes with Trundle. A lot of people pull clear with Trundle, that's completely fine, but in my personal opinion, if you have a lead or you have a stronger matchup, please abuse it. So look, right now, the grubs are still not taken. He might be maybe on it. So you see my ball in fighting here. I'm just gonna hover and see if I can help it. And now I'm gonna sweep the bushes here. There's a ward here, I clear the ward. Boom, I invade. So as I invade here, obviously, being your laners, hey, I might need your help. If the camps are here, wonderful. If not, that's okay. You see there's a ward here, spots me, but that's no problem. I'm gonna just join his camps here. And after I join his camps, I would like to defend my top side. Imagine he takes my red buff, that is not that nice, right? So I'm gonna sprinter and look to defend it. Okay, he's not on it. Okay, look. I have my Triforce in 200 gold. So no matter what champion you play, make sure if you get your item power spike, base. Don't look for anything else. Just spend your gold. After you spend your gold, look for a play. You see top lane fighting here? Don't even bother. Just leave it be clear top to bot, get your item power spike, be as strong as possible, and then look for a play. You see my golems? Don't take it. Because, why is that? Because the Drake's up right now, I've got an item power spike. If there's any fight, I wanna fight. You see the enemy Pantheon? If he would start a Drake, I would cook him. You see, he's kinda homeless right now. So if enemy jungler were to try anything here, look, I've got my item power spike, now I can just fist anyone. Okay, they did some interesting stuff there. You see mid lane fighting? Okay, one thing with Trundle W, don't use W till you're very close. Look, I'm still holding W, still holding W, still holding W. Now use my W. And now use my E to chunk, zone him over the wall. And I cook him. You ult Katarina for extra HP. I guess I'm not ulting him. Now cook him. Okay, so what's next on the menu? What you see here, I base for my Triforce. And if there's any random fight, I'm at the right place at the right time. And one thing for Trundle as well, it's really OP pushing. So if you want to take towers, time your Trinity Force with your spells. You see I'm timing my Q with my spells. Oh, that works. And now my top lane is getting chased. Not sure if I can take it, but nope. Wait, there's a ward here. But yeah, I should be able to take this. So look, I'm currently invading, and one very good thing about Trundle is that you can use your pillar to zone like this, take the camp, and you can bounce. So now, the one really strong thing about Trundle is that you press W, you're like, see you later alligator, and no one can kill you anymore. I have 480 move speed. And of course, you see this ward as well. If I walk around like this, you can dodge a ward. If your W comes back up, guess what? You can slow him down. He's dead. I think. Yep, there we go. And as you can see here, the ganks are very good. The escape is very good mobility. And if you play it towards your strengths, you can really cook your opponent, you know? And especially the right pillar usage at the right location, it can block them off completely. So, if you know how to utilize your champion strengths, you're Gucci. Anyway, right now I take the Drake. One small tip, always look to pull out the Drake. And then after you get the Drake, remember it's the same thing. Like, you see my Triforce? I'm even popping pillar, bro. To stack my Q, you see? And I only do this, of course, knowing enemy team is not gonna contest me. Okay, what is next on the menu? I am super strong and my team is super strong. Remember, on this champion, you want to look to snowball. How do you do that? And the best way to do so is the following. You simply take your camps, look for base, and ping your laners to play safe. This is not a Trundle specific thing, this is just jungle fundamentals. But right now, what you want to be doing is ping your teammates, yo, back off. Don't get any funny ideas, just wait for me. And then we can start playing in the top side. And now I'm gonna look to buy damage plate. And I will rush towards my team. If I see my teammates fighting, I will just ping them back, because this is the only timer they can win the game. If my teammates are not fighting without me, I'm not there, and this is the only chance to kill my teammates. This is a choice my teammates decided to go for fighting without me, and they died. And it is what it is. The only thing you can do is ping them back and hope for the best. And now, of course, I just wave clear. And now, I will just continue my full clear and play for the Herald. So even if my teammates died here, that is not a problem. It is a problem if you die as well. So right now, as you can see, I'm quite strong and I want to invade. However, without laners, you generally speaking cannot invade. Remember, you want to make use of your champion strengths, which is invading. So I'm waiting for my Ryze to be back on the map. The moment he's back on the map, I can look for plays. So always try to communicate to your support what you want to do, because I wanna, you know, be invading in the top side, and I need him. However, this is a general rule. Before you invade, hover your team first, make sure they secure the wave. The moment the wave is secured, then go for the objective. So right now I'm not making mid lane play, and instead of me doing the objective even, I'm gonna play for top tower and look to kill this guy. Because we push mid lane here. Okay, we managed to get the Singe Flash here. And now their team is trying to move here. We're good. So now we got top tower and Singe Flash. And the plan here is basically the following. Good. Good assist. I mean, my pillar actually cancels his shit, so you know. Okay, Garen is coming from a flank. Oh, that's about it. Anyway, that's all good. So, what is the next thing on the menu? Remember, you're champion in Giga OP at invading, okay? Good at small skirmishes. So, right now, what is on the menu? I've got my Deadman's Blade at 100 gold, and because I know I wanna base, I don't want my teammates to make a play here. I want my teammates to play safe, and then I wanna look to play for the objective here. So I will do so. I will look for this objective. However, if my laners are 1 HP and they die, it is what it is. I will look to save him right now. Okay. Well, we take that. Okay, well, remember, I still need to base. I still haven't based yet, and the objectives are spawning in 1 minute. And the herald is up. So instead of me taking any of my camps that are close, I'm basing first because I got my item power spike. And now I'm gonna come off base and then look to play for the next objective. Which is, well, anything they're playing for. Because this is the moment where I'm super ahead, and if they go for any objective, I'm looking to match them. So I will look to do the Herald here, because we just got the top lane kill. And of course, as you do the Herald here, it's very crucial that you communicate to laners, don't fight. Every single time you do an objective, it's your job as a jungler to ping your laners, play safe. And of course, like, I mean, I get insane movement speed and attack speed, right? So enemy team is cooked. Like, one thing I want to do is pillar for assist. There, I didn't get assist because I was too late, but always use pillar for assist. Oh, you see how my Rai is getting chased? So, okay, you see how I'm alone here? If my teammates are not coming, don't go for it. You see my pillar? Block him. Now he can't move anywhere. So you always want to use the pillar precisely. So I was actually blocking him right here, and the pillar was blocking right here. So he actually couldn't cross. I'm telling you, pillar placement is so important. Knowing exactly the width of the champion and know when you can block him is crucial. Let's say Garen is walking here, I'll just put it right there, you know, instead of here. You have to block them. That's how you really want to make Trundle OP. Look, you see this crap here? Boom, blocked. And actually the hitbox is even a bit bigger. Because, take a look here, okay? I will full clear my bot side camps. And I want to show you the hitbox that is like a bit scuffed. Because look, you see this E? I'll put it right here, okay? It looks like I can still cross, right? There's still some space in between. But the space in between is actually not good enough. Because my champion character is like bigger than that. So knowing exactly how you can do that is very crucial. So now I'm gonna base, spend my gold, because enemy does a lot of one-hit damage. I buy tabis. And now I'm gonna go into topside. So of course, since I'm not here with my teammates, ping your team to back. And of course, if there's any fight here, ping them back and hope they don't die. If only my Blitzcrank dies, that is completely fine. But not more than that. And now, if there's any fight, I'll love to join. However, I'll be real, I think it might be hard. You see this little Pantheon? Same thing. Little cook. Okay, my boy can for sure cook him. Pillar in his face. Whoop. And then, well, we're literally getting free mid tower here. So not only are we getting free mid tower here, we should be able to take this objective here. Yeah, my Twitch should go melee range kinda, but like the moment he throws the balls, I have to dodge it. Oh, hold up. Okay. I did not expect enemy Zeri to move here, but hey, we're making it a bit spicier now. We're making it a little bit spicier. So in this draft, right, enemy has AP on top lane and AP on support. That's the only AP damage they have. But even though that's the only AP damage they have, I would still recommend you to go Spirit Visage. Because this as third item is pretty solid, because if you don't have any MR at all, they can cook you. So, right now in this game state, okay? I'm not even that fat, by the way. But my champion allows me to just like take skirmishes that are in my advantage, because well, I'm pretty strong in fights, okay? So, okay, the Drake is spawning in 150. Every single time a Drake is spawning in 150, you want to be thinking, okay, how can I play for this Drake the best possible way? I will now show you some jungle fundamentals in order for you to make your champion work in Diamond Elo. And these are just jungle fundamentals. Step number 1 is just recognize, well, if your laners are inting, ping them to play safe. Every laner right now is pretty safe, so they're good. So all I have to do is just ping my laners. Okay, don't fight. Drake spawning in 1 minute. Let me clear my camps. The moment I finish my camps, you should want to think, okay, which wave would I like to pressure? Probably this wave. Why that wave? Because I've finished my camps, I'm ready to fight. Before I fight, I look at who's missing on the lanes. So if I fight the mid lane, I'm not getting collapsed by 5 people, right? So we're looking for a fight here, which is completely fine. And then you want to do the Trundle Lux. Nice. Scooching. That's a 1-for-1 trade, which is fine. Yeah, as you can see, one thing I'm doing is I'm always pillering the Katarina. Yeah. Now we wait here. And we should push mid lane. Why am I pushing mid lane here? This is the fundamental. Push mid lane to force me to show mid lane. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting cooked. And now we take the Drake. And after we take the Drake, what is next on the menu? We're playing for the Baron. So you see my rise right now? You gotta ping your laners to back off. Because if your laners don't die right now, you get to set up the top side. And since I'm getting free Drake and I'm super ahead, as long as my laners play with me, we can't really lose. Okay, it seems like this guy might be dead. Close. But like I said, ideally you don't want your teammates to die, hopefully. Oh, Brina's surely dead. Okay, well, enemy team got cooked. One thing you really want to practice is, you see how hit move. You should know exactly how fast you can hit move. That way your spacing becomes better. And trust me, if you play a champ like Trundle, you kinda need to know how to hit move properly. It's like, you need to get used to the attack speed. Anyway, it's time for me to base here and play into the top side. The Baron is spawning in 10 seconds, okay? If you want to make Trundle work, or you want to get high elo, generally speaking, learn how to play for objectives. My bot side is up, however, I'm not going there. Why is that? Because the moment I take Raptors, if I take top side control, we can do Baron quite fast. So the enemy team is forced to face check us. So instead of me full clearing my bot side camps, I go on this mid lane wave, take full control, and make it hard for enemy team to know if we're on the Baron or not. So right now we can start the objective, but if enemy team shows they want to contest, I'll be there to fight. But it seems like they have no control, we get the Baron. You see, enemy has the wards, boom, we get the Baron. That's the power of vision, and if enemy team doesn't have vision, we just take free objectives. It is that simple. And now we take the top tower. And as we're taking top tower here, I want to use my pillar for Blitzcrank hook. It's really good synergy together. His hook is cooldown right now, so... Super, nope. Yeah, now... Okay, I'm just building here. And I'm actually getting out of here. Why am I getting out of here? Well, there are 5 people, we're like a bit less, so... You know. And same thing, pillar to block the pathing. And now look, we're literally getting free mid tower. Why would I fight here when I'm literally getting free mid tower? My job is literally to jerk off of them together. I'm actually surprised he killed me. I expect myself to be immortal, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, I did die there. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna die to Katarina, but I guess I underestimated her. And well, what's the next item on the menu? So honestly, enemy has Morgana CC, Panty CC, which isn't that crazy. If I want to, I could go item like Starox, because that item gives me some HP, and well, it is quite nice. Or I could go Thornmill. However, I think the enemy team doesn't have that much healing, so I don't feel the need of going Thornmill. 10% actually, maybe I'll go Thornmill anyway for the enemy Zeri and Katrina and Panty. They have a little bit of healing. But anyway, the mountain rig is spawning 1 minute. Remember, every single time there's an objective spawning, try to take your camps and then try to go for that objective. So what you want to be doing is you want to take your camps. After you take your camps, you want to play for it. However, during this time, as you're hitting a camp, you shouldn't even be bothered at the camp. Like honestly, my eyes, I'm not even looking at the camp. The only thing I'm looking at right now, I'm not kidding, is minimap. So this is how I'm playing. I'm looking minimap. I'm not even like actually looking at the camp. I'm just seeing how my teammates are moving and whether they're in danger or not. Because 30 seconds before Drake, I don't want my laners to die. And now if we're together here, if enemy team is looking for a fight, guess what? I'm down. My team is looking for a ball lane pick? Sure. We failed hook? No problem. Now we should be able to take the Drake for free. One thing, I think Pantheon will be ulting in. Fine. And I still have my pillar. Okay. Stick that. Pillar in 5 seconds. Hit, move, hit, move, hit, move. And then we can now end the game. But, well, honestly, I'm a grandpa, so my smites are kinda bruh. But, as you can see though, Playing 3 laners, good base timers, invading when you can is very useful, especially if you play a strong 1v1 champion, and yeah, then it's GG well played. And I did troll my early game a little bit, but despite that, we got the bread and GG well played. So that's like a little bit about the Trundle gameplay guide on how you should think if you play Trundle and how to play. And I hope you liked the video. Subscribing would be very appreciated. And I would see you guys in my next videos. Peace, boys.